Hi, hello. Sorry for the delay. Unfortunately, I am not in Azure Wings at the moment. I was about to be, but, my stream started having issues for some reason. I fixed it with the restart to my computer, but I'm thinking it may or may not be dying. Which is a shame, because I don't want my PC to die. Uh-oh. Okay. Mic's working. This one is kinda iffy. That's alright. Shouldn't be doing anything crazy with it today anyway. Alright. Here. Azure Wings. Oh, it looks like they have the Rainbow Road set up. I sure hope they do. I sure hope they have Rainbow Road set up. That'll be nice. Do I have water? Fuck. Wait, where's my water? Do I not have water? No, I don't. Uh-oh. Eee. Headphones. Eee, I don't have water. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, there I go. Let's just
This bit.
Ugh. Let's redo my tracking real quick. Uh-huh. Okay, there we go. Set. Turn that off. Expressions, facial, lost. Series, there we go. Mask still. For some reason does not come off. That will be fixed. Eventually. Alright. I've got to turn on OVR. Okay, OVR is launched. Making sure my everything is set up. Should be. Right. Anyway. Greywarden. Nah. Greenhouse first. Keep coming in here and expecting the old way it's set up. Alright. Gotta check. Does this have the... Yeah, it does. I knew it. Okay. This has all the audio sources. I'm to do the update soon, so I can go... If I ever want to go to other lobbies that are like, no, lower those audios. Especially if they want me to lower those audios. And then after this, we're gonna play some LobCorp while I do Unity on the side. Because I hate myself. Oh.
Lloyd became a rat! Quite literally.
Hello, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, hello,
That's a badger, actually.
What the fuck?
One.
He's a rat.
Anyways, hey, Gray.
Yeah.
I keep
I need to have a
fluxing
chat
out.
with you after the race.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Cosmo.
Oh, come on.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Why can't I see you? You're broken. You might wanna do a quick...
Do I want to...
Yeah, do a quick swap in and out of your thing. For some reason, you're broken. Strange.
Who knows, maybe we'll throw a flashbang in there.
Do it. You won't.
Damn it.
You don't have one, that's a problem.
What are you talking about? My hair. Just cut it and throw the hair onto the.
What do you need to
onto the
talk
track.
about exactly?
See me now.
Stuff that happened on
Fuck,
the
there's
mission.
no portal open.
And Wanderers.
There's no portal open.
No, I don't. What the fuck?
Where we're like, have a gun.
Blink, maybe.
That's what I've been doing. What the heck? You're just pure error. Hatchlin, can you see him?
See who? Him?
Yes. Is he normal for
Is
you?
that even allowed
Right
shooting
there.
down at the racers
Yeah.
like that? Where is?
Okay, that's
Where is he?
fucking.
Where is he?
Percent
Shit.
was against rules, so time to make
That's
a new
weird, but
rule.
alright.
Where the fuck is Lloyd?
True.
I see we're back with
you know what, that's-
the.
You know
Oh no,
what?
there he
That's
is. He
fair.
fucking lost.
Hang on, give me a moment. Maybe I need to. Maybe I need to rejoin the world. I don't know why he's an error for me, but he is. And he's not even the funny error icon either. No, he's VR chat error, which is a shame. I much prefer the source error. Okay. Rejoining should fix it. Keyword being should. Greywarden. One of these days I'm gonna give him an actual accent. Or maybe I won't, but one of these days I will play a character who has an accent. Where is... And he's not here. Unless I'm blind and he's behind me. No, he's not. Yeah, where did Cosmo go? I was gonna see if that fixed it.
Oh my god, he's right there.
Alright then.
Yeah.
Oh, hello again.
What the
Anything?
What the fuck?
Where's
No,
Okay, anyways.
you're still... Why you? Everyone
Also,
else is fine.
also, is it you and me that I see you slow motion?
No, they're not.
I see everyone else fine, but you're just kind of.
Am I in slow
Like that.
motion? What?
Yes.
Oh, you're fixed now. I see.
Oh. Try doing an advanced movement.
The reward is a pizza.
Oh, quote unquote advanced.
There you go.
Okay, that was weird. What in
Pizza,
the
you say?
fuck?
It seems you're. You were not tied properly.
That was weird.
Nah.
Yes,
Sleepy old
Serene.
man. Anyway.
No, I'm not sleepy because I refuse to sleep.
Yeah, now the fastest.
Sleep is a terrible thing that no one should do.
Walking speed.
Hunting horn user.
I'm an
Shame I
elf
missed
now.
it.
You used to hunt.
Technically, your body is, but technically your mind is not.
Exactly.
Shame I missed the race. Oh well.
Yeah, I was a mob.
I'm mostly trying to become a barbot as well, and I was like, fuck it. Take two birds with one
We
stone.
would have probably been right there by next to you
I
too,
was-
because I cannot.
I was running in these, so.
Good job. That's your explanation.
Well done.
I almost fell a couple of times.
Maybe don't run in heels.
This was loaded by
Run in, you know, normal
No, I
boots.
could take them
Going
off.
in heels
So.
while behind a literal bubble monster.
Yeah.
That is also, you know. Oh. That is also something you really shouldn't do. Oh, what the
one
fuck?
spar with us?
For obvious reasons.
Why is my...
Come
Okay.
back.
Well, I mean, what do you mean by spar? Because I know.
Oh boy,
I remember
why is
hearing
this
somebody was
not...
gonna spar.
Oh, there we go again. Now it's fixed. Now it's
More
fixed.
experience than I do.
Cursed flux. Okay.
It's a spar. We're not about. We're not
Also,
gonna win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fox
two of
trying
us
to hit me too,
actually.
so I get it.
Yes.
It's not about
Damn it,
winning.
dear.
Right here, who's also a fellow hunter.
Alright.
Right, you wanted to talk with me.
You wanna go do a
It's
different-
about winning.
What about
Yeah, come with me.
Hoping you're trying to meet
We gotta
them.
If I'm being blamed for something, that's because I definitely did do it.
You're not being blamed for anything, to my knowledge.
Is this something?
You two can join in. It's just, it's more so I'm catching
You
him
too,
up on
he
things that
says.
happened.
You too, she says. That's not Shiro, that's Blake. While Reen has vanished from the Aether.
I literally saw her there just a second ago.
I will grab her.
If she only exists in the
up to you,
simulator,
it's-
we all know
Like I said,
Reen
I'm
is
just catching him up.
catching me.
But on what specifically?
Things that happened in Wanderers.
This is about Saturdays, because I can't make Saturdays, unfortunately.
No, it's about the mission that I hosted. Things happened.
Oh boy.
What mission?
The bear one?
You never said anything.
Yeah, really? Did I? Oh, I was having some people go and hunt some bears for me.
There's a sub
Okay.
tab in the Wanderer's communications for quests and such. There's never really a big announcement.
Come on.
It's there if you want to look for them, but
Come on, dear.
No, I was.
He's not in his new outfit.
That's why I didn't come over right away.
I see.
Got it.
Oh,
Okay.
Flux
Ugh.
almost took me.
Flux is
Oh.
dumb. The sooner I find a way to get rid of it, the
Okay.
better.
Mhm.
Mm.
You know what? I can tell you later, Cosmo. I don't want to take you. I want to let you do Lovebirds have your own time. I don't have my mask on. You can't steal anything.
I did have something to mention to you.
Yeah.
I went to Alcala, and I spoke with Nathan and Miss Olga about what you mentioned about this whole Pekatula thing.
Please
Apparently
don't
they're
shoot your
correlated
gun
with sins.
inside the ship. They call it the what?
Here, take one of these.
They're correlated with sins, apparently.
What's this?
One of Mitsu's coupons.
Really? Well,
According.
I'll have to give that one a...
Six coupon in pocket.
I'll have to give that a look then. Yep.
It's one of it is one of those coupons.
You're technically a
That's
founder.
another
Can you
one
ask
after
them
the
to do any tests or maintenance on their weapon on the deck
Yes,
at the
to
very
the-
least? Because they just fired it off a few times by accident.
Hey, if you're gonna be doing that shit in here, do it outside. Don't do it in here.
You say the Pekka...
I don't understand a word you're
Tool,
saying. I'm just telling you right now. You cause more problems. Security might act up.
Apparently
I'm trying to
correlated
have
with
an easy
sins,
day
yes.
today.
I'll have to investigate that next time I'm in the city. Okay.
That's what Nathan's mentioned, but I'm not too sure. Apparently there's still investigations going on about those things.
Burb.
Uh,
Oh boy, so
apparently
it's
they're failed versions of me.
Well,
Not
the running
myself
theory was
specifically, but
well, the running theory was that you are human with something added on to you, hence why you're able to do the stuff you do.
distortion. That distortion nonsense.
Distortion. Hmm. Yeah, I'll have to keep investigating this.
Apparently
Definitely.
I have to go and do my
failed.
job real quick.
Yeah,
Gotta do it too,
maybe.
I think they're just trying to find a way
Enjoy
out.
yourself. Oh.
It's definitely sounding like something outside of L-Corp. If that library was
knows?
still in the city, I'd take a visit to the place, but it's not, so I can't get any information out of that place unless I feel like hunting outside the city for it, which, well, I could do. It could be literally anywhere. Which, while I cover a wide berth,
Jesus.
yeah. You guys mind standing behind the sword so you don't get hit in case this... Yeah. Lordy. Or better yet, just stand behind me because bullets don't really hurt.
Why do you think I want to move behind you?
I'm also saying that with Cosmo, seeing as, you know, I'm sure you'll just heal off whatever you get hit by. Hello, Anyako.
Excuse me,
But
my friend. Excuse me. I know you know English. Can we talk?
yeah, I can give it a...
Honestly, I've been tolerating you for
Search.
the longest time, but when I'm hearing things of you setting things off and whatnot, doing things that you're not supposed to,
over here.
it's my choice to step in
Yeah, well.
That was well.
Hi, hello. Careful, there's a wall.
Okay.
You
I wasn't paying attention.
need to open
I
your
ran into a
eyes.
wall.
You need to open your eyes, Rain. I know they're already open,
Well-
but come on. Open your eyes.
I was walking
She
backwards.
does not have eyes in the back of your head. Yeah.
She could if you gave them to her, but...
Look. What you gotta do is you
that
gotta
would be
become strong
unsightly.
enough that you just go through the wall.
It's not that it would be unsightly, it'd be that she can't see anything because her hair is covering the back of her head. Which is why 7th sense is superior. Anyway, I can get this
I mean, yeah, special sense.
Hecatule a look. Maybe in between little bouts of running through the outskirts, see if I can encounter this library. It shouldn't be too hard to find. I mean, most descriptors title it as a giant
Sorry, checking the time.
fucking tower. So,
You still got time, I think.
shouldn't
Like
be
an hour or
too
so.
hard.
I mean,
I'm
I
roughly-
would assume, but the thing is that those things are apparently failed.
Attempts at
No.
utilizing the sins. I mean, to be fair, Cosmo,
No,
you're...
no.
No?
What happens if... You've heard the term distortion before. You know, they keep on saying, you said that I'm that.
Yeah. Heard it, listened to it
Yes.
in the city, seen it happen once or twice, I think. I don't know. People are
Yes,
weird.
that's what happens when it doesn't work. According to Nathan.
Doesn't work.
So they either turn into something. So from what I've gathered, distortions happen when some sort of voice pops in someone's head, telling them to act on what their desires are. Some weird thing. Oh dear.
I was trying to
Some
type.
weird.
And the fuck
No,
did
you're
not
good.
like
You're
that.
good. Some weird phenomenon that you hear some voice in your head. If you give in, you turn into a distortion. Apparently, there's a chance that it fails. And if it fails, whatever you found happens.
If you fail to resist the voice. So it sounds
No,
like
if you fail to resist the voice, you become myself.
that.
If you just, if your mind breaks, apparently.
Sounds like a strength of will kind of thing.
I don't know this stuff.
I mean, to be fair, I know.
You would need to ask.
To be fair, I know jack all about it. But hey, more investigations into the city to find it all out.
Ask Nathan. I'm pretty sure he knows more than me.
If I see L Corp employee number 1, I'll ask him. If I see L Corp employee number 2, I'll ask her as well. Because, you know, they both might have the same information.
Also, what is this with bears? Did you find Mr. Bear, or was this another subset of bears that you found?
You know what? I completely forgot about that. This is just... I paid people to go and hunt bears for me. Normal bears. Or what I thought were going to be normal bears. But stuff happened that I need to catch him up on. You two are free to join. It's just I want to control who learns about this to an extent. So I don't want to say it
Do you
openly
want to
where there's
sit in a
cameras.
conversation with bears?
No, Atticus, but not number 3. He's an
Nope,
ass.
what do you want to
Yeah,
do?
exactly.
I don't blame you.
Granted, number 3
Got
doesn't
it.
actually exist because there is no 3rd L Corp employee.
Somebody with her.
No, as far as I'm aware.
A conversation about bears is the one that... We essentially go to a place with full of megafauna. Bears is the thing that sets off? Alright, one moment.
Might want to go while he's going to speak.
Yeah, come on.
But bears? I mean, all this megafauna are larger than life and cool. Bears are probably just like so simple in comparison.
Now, is this all of your
I
firearms?
mean, Cosmo would actually enjoy part of the conversation considering what showed up.
Okay.
Really now.
And everything else is in good work.
Yeah, but I can tell him that part later.
I see. I'm glad I managed to figure out how to better utilize 7th sense. Makes it easier to see. Whole corp employees number 1, 2, and 3. Bear with you. Okay, by bear, are you like saying grizzly?
Just making sure I'm not going too fast.
Oh, please. You're certainly not faster than I am. None of you
I
fuckers
don't
are
know,
faster
you're an
than
old
I
man.
am.
You got old man bones.
True, but y'all have never given me a reason to actually use these old man bones. Door, please. There we go.
Come on in, let the door shut.
Mitsu, as per usual, leaving a mess in here.
At this point,
If
I
you have a
just clean
polar
up every
bear
once
with
in a while and
you-
hope for the best.
If you have a polar bear with you, then man, you
So
need to be
the
out of
clan
there.
set up. Yeah. So it was going to be a simple mission. I send people out, they hunt bears, I get the bear pelts I need to replace the ones I'm going to be giving away. It's a simple thing, cut and dry. Apparently,
Damn it, why didn't you say the clan was gonna be there? I could've showed up as Mimosa and made so
an
many
elder
bear
decided to
puns.
give them all a gift. They left a spirit beast for them to fight. One that is, ironically, a bear, but it left a soul bone behind. I don't know if it's a twisted gift or a stroke of luck.
That's
The
disconcerting.
main issue, though. The main issue, though, is they've been a me problem until now. And I've been fine with that. Well, not fine, but I can live with it. Now, though, if they're going after the other guildmates, I ought to be concerned.
I mean, I could still kill them all if you want.
Not yet. There's too many innocents, and plus, I technically have a blood sibling there that I don't want it dead.
Then
Hasn't done
treat it like an
anything to
actual
warrant
like
it?
assassin contract then. Label the actual targets and leave it at that. What kind of assassin kills anyone who's not required? That's just shoddy workmanship.
Okay.
Ugh.
That's the problem, though. One of the people we're aiming for is the Beast Lord. And I've yet. Not even the elder I have communication with has been able to pin him down. You know, he's always talking through puppets or, well, Beast.
Assuming he's still in the main Zhang compound, shouldn't be too hard. Just incapacitate literally everything there. Can't walk
other
with
issue
your
is if we do
spine
that-
severed. Single war scar should be able to.
The main
deal with it.
issue, though, if we do that,
Probably not.
we got to keep in mind that anyone else, anyone they're allied with, could turn on us. Granted, we could turn that into a profit if we make it seem like we're doing them a favor, but
True, but that's as long as they know we're the ones who did it. I mean, as far as they know,
if we make it
everyone
known,
just got killed. They have no way of knowing who did it.
No, we can't. I don't think this is something we can do stealthily. Not to mention, I know a certain little fox that sometimes is in this room wants her share of the fight as well.
Wants her share of the fight. I'm gonna say it. I know
need
it'll piss
something to
off a
lure
lot
them
of
out.
people. I don't
But-
care if people want, quote unquote, their share of the fight. If there's a way to end the problem quickly, easily, quietly, and without risking anybody else, I'd take that
I
path
agree with you.
all the time. I don't care if anyone else
I
wants
agree
their
with you.
little shot at
But
fighting them. I mean, high explosives would be cool, but
I have to
nah.
compile a list then if we want to go down this route, and
I
I'm
suggest you do
slowly
make that
starting to agree
list.
with it.
If it needs to be
But
done.
until then, we
Right now, they're
it's
just
the
a
thing we gotta.
nuisance.
Yes.
Gave
The
him a
main
Coke.
thing is we gotta
Is
keep
it
an
the
eye out.
Coca-Cola
Any
bear?
hint of the Zhang activity,
Hog.
ideally we should find out. You keep a tag on the girl. She sometimes comes by to visit or hangs around.
I keep a tag on everyone,
No one
quote
who
unquote,
visited.
important. Well, technically, I keep. That's not important.
Okay.
I'm not going to say that, actually. I don't actually know the full capabilities of that Beastmaster and what exactly is required of the quote unquote beasts for him to be able to control and see through, so, you know. Fly on the wall might be a lot smarter than a fly on the wall.
From what the elder I know has told me, he's able to possess anything greater than an insect. So he can't be a literal fly on the wall, but a bird in a tree, possibly a squirrel.
So, insects and below, well, that's not very... There are some very smart insects out there, for one. But I get it. It's probably a specific
concerning
brain
thing is-
requirement.
The more
I
concerning
mean,
thing
you
is
do.
some of the
The
monsters there
Wanderers,
were
people all have tags
similar,
on them.
possibly the same species but a little different, as ones from the Grip. Azarios, a bear monster that they've encountered. I've encountered it once.
There's a staring monsters everywhere. As long as your whole body didn't get
Yes, but
destroyed
the
or
fact
anything.
That he's able to control those
If there's a
is
new body,
concerning.
then yeah, you have a, you don't
'Cause
have
I
a tag
checked,
on
and
you.
there were marks there showing that they were
But the moment
puppeted
you
against
show
their
up,
will.
if he doesn't sense a tag on you, you're getting a new one.
What I need to do is I need to figure out a way to counter his ability, because if I can do that, not only could we save the beast that he puppets, it could undermine his main ability.
It depends on what kind of mind control we're talking about here. It can't be your standard puppetry where you're literally controlling their muscles, no. That wouldn't really work well with him. Can't be possession because I know quite a few of you actually have soul attacks that damage the soul. Any damage dealt to the beast would rebound back to him. So that means it's one of two things. Either A sort of key-based hypnotic suggestion. You go here, do this, follow these people. You can't hurt these people because you don't see them as threats or prey. Everyone else is fair game. It could also just be that, though.
Why
Not
is
straight
it-
up possession, but more of a control where he can see through their eyes. But that's iffy. One way to figure that out is if he can actually speak using these creatures. Because their lungs and vocal cords are not meant for standard human speech. It can get close. They can get real close. But I need to know. Basically, you know the standard one you show up in to Wanderers, the Gundam mix one that you had me work on a little bit.
The other thing is,
Basically, that one had a
slightly worried
tag
about
on it.
this. The technique was shown on the quote-unquote spirit beast that he used. The one that makes them resistant to many things.
Resistant to many things.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just
What, something that puts them on everyone else's level or something? By just reducing the damage they take? I mean, that's not uncommon.
that's the thing. I don't know how to put it into words. It's one of these things where I get it. I figured it out. But I don't know how to explain it, where the best way to put it is...
Who the fuck is pinging me?
It seems to be
Oh,
the
it's the
equalizer
Onsen.
for magic.
Magic is stupid. You don't need an equalizer for magic. Magic is just stupid.
Cultivators do.
You
If
don't.
they want to throw hands with... think about it. You want to throw hands with a bunch of people who use magic. You yourself don't use magic. Make yourself effectively immune to it.
Magic, though, follows the same
wizard
sorts of... Well, anything. If I want to smack you with the torch, I can do the same thing with the fireball. Or the standard-ass cantrip firebolt. It would not be too difficult for
True.
literally any of you cultivators to weave a fire protection charm or anything like that. Works the same. I think they took a roundabout, more complicated way to achieve a simple solution. Oh god, if you showed up a big bird there, I'd been like, god
Might be
damn
onto
it.
something.
I feel like I'm the only one who thinks of these things. Then again, not everyone's.
Hey, I've been racking my brain with it.
I was gonna follow up with. Then again, not everyone's had the life I've had. Yeah, you lived on the road a lot. But there's a saying I'm very fond of. It's not paranoia if they're really out to get you. I want to resist myself against fire. Fire protection enchant. Projectiles, projectile enchantment. Standard protection, blast.
At this point, I don't fucking know what their position is. They say they don't want to fight me, they want me to join them. And then they throw hands with my people. Beta was on that fucking mission.
The metaverse and the realm surrounding it, not all, but the vast majority are very soft. I can say a version of what they're intending to do here, but it might not be fully it. In soft metaverse terms, it's probably put pressure on you to decide. They're not going to actually harm anybody, but they're putting pressure, showing we can if we want. If we go through what I know and what I'm used to, and the realities I go to, kill them. Because then you have nothing. Take everything you have until you have no choice but to join them.
Yes, but if I have nothing left to lose, I have no reason to join them.
Which is why you don't do it all at once. One at a time, slowly.
Fuck.
But that's not what they're going for. They're probably going just to pressure you, if anything. Show that, yes, if we wanted to, we can act and show up in force to make you, or force you to a decision. But they're not doing so.
Right.
Cultivators are fucked up, but eh. Ugh. What the fuck? Flux, do you mind?
Man, why can't it be like it was a few years ago when I didn't have to worry about this shit?
Well, if someone didn't make a showing of how good a cultivator she was out in literally any area controlled by cultivators, they probably would have been.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that there was a secret group of cultivators. A couple years ago, I thought it was just like
And
the
that's
old
fair.
man who was a talented martial artist, and that's it.
And that's fair. I was also going to follow up with, and it also would have helped if I wasn't so loud in how I did things to get you to information. I am partially to blame here. I left quite the mess in my wake. And again,
No,
I
that's
don't fucking
probably
care.
a good thing, because that... No, that's probably a good thing, because that's making a mark in your name. If it's one thing cultivators respect, it's strength.
But
If you make
strength
yourself
alone will
too
only
much
go
of a
so
fight to
far.
work... Yes. If they have enough allies, they're willing to throw the allies at you to weaken you, if they think they can take you afterwards.
Funny thing is, I know there's actual quote-unquote demons for cultivators and such. If I never did become one, I would have been full willing to be like, you're throwing hands with the most dangerous creature you can ever face. Is this really worth it? I wouldn't even consider myself as an actual, or make myself seem as a person in that moment. Even they know not to fuck with dangerous creatures. Not unless they have enough, and I'm sure everyone's made assumptions about my abilities, which I'm glad to let them keep. The more they underestimate me, the better.
What if we do the same?
Strike at them?
Yeah, an eye for an eye.
In what way exactly?
I can probably speak with the Elder. He's at least trustworthy enough to give me the information.
Ugh. Ooh,
If I tell him
a lot of people are
what
actually
it is
weak
I
to
want
soul
do,
attacks.
he might be able to give me something.
Gray
to pretty
especially. Magic,
much
fuck
strike
all.
back and leave a
Physical,
note of,
fuck all. But
leave my
soul
people
attacks,
alone and I leave
fuck
yours
him
alone.
up. Then I have to ask, where exactly are you basing this eye for an eye off of? the recent bear attack? Or are we gonna go a bit further? Mitsu wants her pound of flesh. You base it off that? What about the windmill? I know she's had issues with them in the past.
I want to cut her out of this. I don't want her getting hurt, and quite frankly, with her reliance on her magic that's ever so increasing, it's too much of a risk to include
She wouldn't
her
be as effective.
with their equalizer.
I'm aware. But that's not why I bring her up. Where we will base this quote-unquote eye for an eye. Mitsu's Tamamo was attacked. I don't know what's going on with the windmill, but something important to her was happened. I know the Kitsune village might have been maybe just sheer bad luck, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was a group sponsored by them. The bears, it's...
Hello, Blake, you in there?
Yeah, I know it's complicated. No rest for the wicked.
Quick. Hello.
Oh, hi, Greywarden. Can I talk to you when you get the chance?
Sure, let me just finish chatting with him for a bit.
Okay, sounds good.
Where are you going to be so I can find you? Just
Probably
around?
just sitting out here.
Shouldn't be too much longer.
Okay.
Help, I'm being held captive.
Ignore him. Anyway. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. This whole 5D chess thing is not my strong suit.
No, it's not. I've seen you try to do basic chess.
I'm not a tactician. Listen, I can play shogi and that's about it.
Let's say play it like shogi, but...
Wait. Wait.
There it is. Why don't you just play it like shogi? Instead of getting roped up into others' games, stick to what you know how to do.
There is a thing we can do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gamble. It's a very big gamble, but if it works, then...
And what is this gamble exactly? Don't start muttering to yourself and then ask for help with it without actually explaining.
In shogi, when you capture an enemy piece, you have the option of playing it on your side of the board.
You're suggesting takeover?
No, I'm suggesting converting a piece to my own. In this case, a certain someone who clearly has a fondness for me.
You think that'll work?
I have no fucking clue.
God damn it, Sammy, I wish you told me that the clan would have been at that bear mission. I would have NPC'd and I would have made all the bear punts mimosa. It would have been great.
The main thing is I have to...
All the
I
bear
have to sit down with him and chat with him again. I have to... Well, finding him won't be hard. The man's about as silent as I am half the time.
Might I recommend taking a stroll through the market district, some random place? Who knows, maybe he'll jump you from behind a car or something.
Knowing him, you would.
Majima's a
do
lovely
that.
inspiration.
Even if he beats me in a brawl, he'll listen, he'll talk. He's not a killer. Not yet.
And how certain are you of that?
I can stop him from... It's what the Elder tells me, and right now, he's all the word I have to go off of. That and my gut feeling.
Fair. But I do recommend run with the assumption everyone is a quote-unquote killer. And that they've killed someone before. Not that they're eager to kill. Because that does...
Let me rephrase this then.
Yeah. You don't think he'll be out to kill you. Fight you.
With cultivators.
And such, yes, but...
Even... With cultivators, all of us have at least one simple rule. We have the power to kill, but we're not going to slaughter people indiscriminately. Even the quote-unquote demon cultivators don't do that because they need peons to work the farms and stuff.
Lazy bastards. Do it yourself.
Listen, you know me, I will get my hands dirty easily, but I've seen people who will kill indiscriminately, who have that much blood on their hands, and you can sense it. Maybe it's just a me thing, but listen, I'm not saying it. You know what I mean. I'm not saying it to insult you or anything.
I know. I'm just waving my hands because, hi, I've done that myself.
But with him,
You can
there's
never.
still a
Welcome
not
back, Atticus.
innocence, but
Honesty.
He's probably taken life before. I'm not gonna hesitate and say he's that innocent, but I definitely think there is.
Wonder how innocent he actually is. That'll be fun to find out.
Like I said, if I can bring him to my side of the board, even if he doesn't fully betray the clan or anything, just having him be on my side will be enough. Because I need to start moving the pieces. My
You need to start
biological mother is
actually
getting to the
playing
point.
the game instead of just letting them act on their own.
Yes. My biological mother is training with the spear she stole. I managed to talk with Mitsu, and Mitsu dug up some information. There's a high priestess who healed my grandfather. There's lots of errors in the paperwork and record keeping she kept, which, according to Mitsu, was a bit of an anomaly considering her work ethic.
So probably to hide him in particular.
Or at the very least hide what's going on between them. If she still lives, which we think she might. Well, no,
If she's a fox,
dead, but
if she's a fox,
her soul.
chances are she is
I
still
can
around.
speak with her
but-
soul. If I can speak with her soul, then I might be
Eek.
able to get some info. Because right now, don't tell Mitsu this. My main goal is to destroy this goddamn spear and put it out of everyone's... just get it out of the fucking world.
Spear?
If people are fighting over this... My grandfather apparently had a weapon that's incredibly old and powerful.
Like
However,
almost
it's also
old
very
things?
temperamental. Not anyone can just pick it up and use it.
So that means it's probably a character thing or a blood thing.
I don't know what you mean by character, but...
Character as in a person's character. For example, you could have a
Potentially, it
sword
could be a
for
combination.
heroes only. If a villain tried to pick it
That
up
would
without
line up.
inviting, yeah.
It's... I forget the exact wording, I don't have it in front of me, but... It's basically a spear of primordial ice. It's able to change shape and basically twist to the user's will.
Nice. Be a lot of the stuff.
But
Maybe I
for it
should
to be
start doing
primordial
ice
ice,
stuff
from what I've
with
gathered
Wither.
from the research I've been able to get, it's pretty much very fucking ancient. And when it comes to cultivation, the older something is, the more powerful it is.
That's the rule with most things.
Yeah. So if I can, at the very least, get that thing off the board, not only will it be a disgrace to the family clan having lost something like that, but...
If you were the one who did it, they wouldn't be wanting to have you. Assuming they're willing to
But
play
even then, even then, if I destroy it, the clan will get. Because right now, I need to make sure they don't take over. If they take over and gain enough influence, big problems.
Then you have the entire sect after
'Cause
you
then
instead
they-
of just a clan.
Not just after me, but they'll want to go out into the metaverse. They'll want to basically say,
How did
"Hey, we
you
can
get
just take
here?
Kitsune Tales from."
Now that I think about it.
I was wandering through the forest one day, and I just ended up in the Feywild.
Just wandering through
I'm not
the
even
forest?
joking. Well, technically, I was going to a village. Like, I was just traveling, going from A to B. And the road was blocked off. And I'm like, I don't really want to, like, go around or anything. So I just basically, quickest way between 2 points is a straight line, so hopped on my sword and just, boom.
Which means there's an established point A and point B. Two in front of them. Huh. Okay, then.
But they haven't been using it, which is why I'm confused. They observe it and they keep an eye on it, as I've come to find out. But they don't use it. And from what the Elder has told me, that's because they don't view the metaverse as worth the effort. Even people who want to hunt various creatures, it's just not worth the effort to go through all the countless worlds and say, there's a kitsune. There's a tiger or something.
It's a lot of effort to go through for something specific, when you can just do it in your own realm.
But that's because it's basically individuals. If it was a sect-wide goal,
you'd have the resources
especially if
to
they
actually
started
do
getting
so.
Especially if they could get allies. And right now, it's my main goal. It's why I basically made my own quote-unquote sect.
I mean, we could just destroy the portal if you want. I should have enough juice to do it.
I don't want to do that.
You could just use the waystone I have to pop in and out.
Can exit Stardust. That area.
Probably even better to remove it then, so they don't get into the Feywild.
I don't want to mess with the Fae, because if the Fae have a portal there, they're coming and going as they wish. And
True.
I'd rather not get into that mess.
Fair enough.
So it is an option on the table. I'm not fully saying no, it's just until all hell breaks loose, I don't want to do that.
Fair enough.
And the goal is to prevent all hell from breaking loose to begin with. So, like I was saying, my main goal is to get a piece on the board on my side.
Shouldn't be too hard.
But I have to be very careful. I can't talk about this openly in other places. This place is secure enough. There's no birds, there's no nothing, and hell, the room's soundproofed. A lot of the Wanderer's locations is not like that.
Wanderers in
God,
general
I gotta
isn't
check on
that.
my I gotta check on my pets. I never realized. Oh fuck. Talk to Shiva and see if she can come up with something to counteract it, at least protect them. Wait. Something else that's a potential plan. Calling out the Elder himself. Offering a challenge to him.
Of the clan?
No, the Elder. The Beast Lord. It's risky, because he might bring his A game or bring out something terrifying, but
Only an idiot will respond to a challenge with anything less than their absolute best. One, because
I'm
it's
hoping he's
stupid.
arrogant enough that he's an idiot.
Two, because it's disrespectful.
I don't know. There's stories of cultivators being challenging someone greater, and that person's like, "Okay, survive 10 hits for me, and you win."
That's...
Yeah, I know.
They better not do that with me, because I will kill that person and string them up as a warning.
I mean, usually if you can manage to do that, it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, sorry.
They're the ones who will be laughed at because they held back.
True, but it will not be a pretty sight. I really hate the concept of holding it up.
A tactician.
Then ask others to do it for you. I mean, tactics was never my specialty either.
The number of people I can count
Alright,
on
everyone.
for this is Shiva.
Simulation
And
will be
Shiva.
going down. Please, everyone exit the sim. Also, pizza's here in the main lobby.
Shiva, yeah,
I'm gonna
but...
worry about this. Gonna have to worry about this later. I'm gonna go time. Needs.
Sorry, one more time. I was...
Oh,
Just for my ears.
I basically need to let this stuff cook in my head. Oh, wait, no, I told you about the High Priestess.
High priest. There seems to be a lot of
Right.
priestesses.
Tomo's a
Priestess.
nine-tailed kitsune. They're basically divine gods, or godlike beings.
Fair.
But anyway, right, the plan with that. Get information about my grandfather. Hopefully see if he left a legacy or some inheritance. Because if that's the case, I can go and get it and get hopefully some info or something. And this would be a double bonus. Share it with my bro.
Yeah. Assuming it works for him, of course.
Oh god, I am the oldest. It might be for me.
I was most thinking about the fact that he's an inner demon you allowed to take over the male form. In true technicality, he's not
Biological
Zhang by
bro.
blood. Ah.
I know he's not. It's why he's able to even be considered for Excalibur. Because he was born in the Feywild and some other bullshit.
It better not be aiming for
you'll get
Demon
me.
Lord. Dark Lord Mitsu is the current one, and we can't have two, or else it's going to be a fight. One last
no,
thing.
he can't be a demon lord.
I'm going to be dragging you to your friend. Gosh, yes. Damn it, I got interrupted right as I was talking, and then fucking Blake ran away. Fucking little shit. You're lucky I got distracted fourth dimensionally. I was gonna say, I'm going to drag you to your friend. You don't have a choice in this. I gave you the time to choose.
No.
I gave you time.
I'm having a conversation. It's a very important conversation. It's a very important conversation.
I know it's important. I'm leaving you now, but I will be grabbing you and dragging you to your friend event soon. I gave you time to choose a day for yourself.
And not
You
the
failed to
dragon
do
you are
that.
Looking for.
I mean, I can just guilt trip you if you want. I mean, I can just guilt trip you if you want. I can just guilt trip her instead. You haven't visited your friend in ages. Imagine how his spirit must feel. Imagine how his spirit must feel knowing that his best friend has not visited him once in around 2.5 years. And when she said she'd visit him, has yet to do so, 'cause she's scared like a coward.
Feel conscience about the people me being
No, Kristoff.
Cassandra. It's more of battling things out between me, myself, and my.
Cosmo still here, or did he leave? I think Colonel Amity's gone. No! The ship got prettier. Yeah, they changed the ship layout. I don't know how to feel about it. It's something. It's not just the layout they changed. I can't jump. That's bullshit. Took away the high jumps. They also added screens right there and there.
You become animalistic. You're animalistic.
That's open space.
Why not? People carry their swords out in the open. The calories, dude.
Exactly.
I'll work them out. Most logical explanation is
Everybody has a sword on their back, bro. I'm not gonna use it.
Fine.
What are you going on about?
If you don't want it to. He's sharpening his sword in an open space in the middle of like where everyone
Not my
can see.
sword, my freaking bayonet.
Bayonet, sword, knife.
Right.
pizza
Okay. So there's a
cutter, your
difference
butter knife.
between holding your
Pizza
having your equipment out, and actually doing work on your equipment in the middle of everybody.
I mean, as a hunter, technically,
clothing.
I would still need everywhere.
Greywarden.
Yeah, I started getting paranoid, so I put armor on.
Cool.
Hello, Miss Ram.
You got Kevlar in there.
Yeah. Enchanted as I can get the damn thing. I mean, go for it. It won't do much.
Oh, okay.
You did improve it to a point.
There's pizza. If you want pizza.
Yeah. So doesn't really do much.
Cernia, with you shooting, everyone just sprays you with a spray bottle saying bad kitty.
Yeah. The 8v1. It won't be an 8v1, but it will be like a fucking 4v1. It will be a 4v1 in that case, because we have Tareen, Blake, Shiro, and Nee. Morty.
Thing that freaking Granny does to Alex in the.
I forgot to add the capsule collider. Whoops. I'll add it after lobby. Okay. I wasn't actually expecting to have any actual chat today. I was expecting it to be
May suggest that it wasn't elemental mode, but rather of it perhaps emotional.
short, but it
Just overwhelmed by
wasn't.
malicious
And we'll steal this bottle off the side of the ship. Ugh. I love stealing from the ship because none of them ever stop me. Poor Arcala citizen. Oh yeah. So Blake has Tareen, who's a water dragon inside her head. She has herself. She has Shiro, and then she has Nee, if you remember Nee from Wanderers. No, not Wanderers, Stardust. The little wood spirit. Yeah.
I don't mind at least opening up and helping you with a little bit.
Okay, Azara runs on drugs,
Yeah, because
more drugs.
I haven't.
And alcohol.
Never have I
Oh,
once.
thank you. Like, I feel like the side stream at this point is alcohol.
Anything for a dating show
Or had an idea what was going on.
Let's put it back.
Well,
Oh yeah, I need to add a capsule collider to Greywarden. So I have like two options when it comes to actual like colliders and shit to add to models. Option one is the TF2 method where I stick a bunch of boxes on every bone and shrink them down so they actually like match the limb itself. Which I think that's what their hitboxes look like. For their colliders. And then we have the old school arena shooters like your Quakes where you what you do basically is you stick a capsule collider around them instead and call it a day. Now these work for those like really high speed shooty arcade arenas. So like if you're playing actual Quake, a capsule, you know what? I could use like this works actually. This works right here. So say around like the actual body of the Gundam, ignoring the shit on the back, has a capsule collider around it, right? If I am in Quake, obviously imagine it's my size. Actually, no one would work better. Hang on, I have something that'll work far better than that. This, because it's my size. So imagine we stick a capsule collider around this, right? And so it would be about this wide. So the actual body is here, but with the capsule collider being out here, technically, if I shoot my gun and this hits the capsule collider, it would count as a hit. And, you know, damage would be done and all that, despite the fact that it didn't actually hit you. Which is why in some games, if you see someone shoot you and it very clearly misses, but still damages you, it's probably because you have a capsule collider. Now, this isn't for all games. For example, Paladins, I think, still has a capsule collider on theirs, despite the fact that they're not actually an arcade arena shooter. Now, with, like, for example, Quake, you'd be moving around really damn fast all over the place, so these kinds of capsule colliders make sense. Because it's an arcade shooter, you're not really gonna give much of a damn about it, because you're supposed to run in, shoot really fast, die fast, respawn, get back in, and all that. That's normally what I have for my models. Because in VR chat, having that capsule collider, again, if this is my body, I'd have it to the widest point I would have, so i.e. my shoulders, or in the sword's case, this edge. So there's all this empty space here that if I'm, for example, shot at by someone with a gun, they could just ping right off of me. It works, it makes sense, and for VR chat, it works really well. Because again, even though we're not really like, a lot of our things aren't really that accurate. It's hard to properly aim a gun in VR chat at times because of just how physics and just holding it in Unity would work. So I could hold a gun, fire, hit this, and the hit effect would go off, which is another thing. These colliders will trigger any collision effect a particle has. So if a particle goes here, it would trigger a small explosion should that particle have like an explosion effect on it, or sub-emitter. What I know TF2 does, I think they do this, but what most modern games do is they have a lot more accurate, quote-unquote, accurate colliders. What I could do to make an accurate collider in VR chat would be, say these, grips had their own separate, like, little bone. They don't, but imagine if they did. Then the blade itself had its own thing. What I would do is I would take a box collider and literally attach it to, for example, these grips, stretch it thin, like this. Or what a far better version showing of it would be this. This leg right here has a very clear joint where it will bend as if it's a knee. That's because I'm very delayed. And that's because I'm fairly delayed on my own thing. Don't worry about it, Adkis. You'll hear it as I explain. You'll hear it way later. Anyway, I could attach one entire box for this whole leg. Or, if I want to make it actual, like, limb accurate, what I would do would be one box goes from here to the ankle. That's the whole shin. And then the foot gets its own. The thigh gets its own. So on and so forth. So, shoulder, upper arm, lower arm, hand. If you want to get really fancy with, you could do fingers too, getting their own. And that's basically how you would make a accurate hitbox. It's doable, but it's also time consuming. And another big thing, this thing right here, collider count, because colliders also affect your audio, much like how audio sources do so as well, which I need to remove. Oh yeah, and VRC, you have a point. VRC does have terrible latency, because if we're fighting, I can do this for a showcase as well. Just do this. So, let's say Good, she's not questioning. Okay. Thank you, Drake, for not questioning what I'm doing. So, for example, if I take a swing at somebody in VR chat, obviously there's latency. That latency will be however long, depending on their own lag and such. Because I live in America, someone who's like in the UK would have faster latency, would be able to react. Someone who's in, for example, Russia would have a lot slower of a latency because of the sheer distance between us. So if I could swing, it could take them a good 3 seconds to respond. I could, for example, say I'm on the other end of that. I'm on the bad latency, they have the good latency. If I take a shot at them, if it's with accurate, yeah, it's going to probably miss entirely because they're already gone and lag and such. A capsule collider could just completely bypass that. Don't mind me, I was talking to the voices in my head. I said, don't mind me, I was just talking to the voices in my head and explaining how certain mechanics of stuff work. Don't worry, I didn't actually damage the Gundam.
What do you mean by damaged? I didn't see anything being swung.
Fair.
Technically, you're out of character, so I don't mind.
Thank you, Drake. Pancakes. You are not getting pancakes. I'm not. Okay, pancakes are fine, but I'm not the biggest fan of them. But yeah, that's basically
Now you gotta
colliders.
be there for them and show them that you're
Colliders
also ready.
change in use depending on what exactly you intend for them. So, for example, a game like Marvel Rivals would not I'm using Marvel Rivals because it's the most recent one, but literally any sort of team game like that, where it's like small team versus small team, a capsule collider will not work well because it's bullshit, first and foremost, and everyone would know it's bullshit. A very good example of this you can use is actually from TF2. The Huntsman has this weird quirk to it where there's two different hitboxes for TF2. You have the accurate hitbox, and then you have the bounding box. The bounding box is basically the whole colliding with actual, like, meshes and such, I think. Regardless, the bounding box houses your player model, and then the actual hitboxes are the accurate to your physical model. If you, for example, shoot someone with a gun inside their shoot the bounding box with a gun, it's not going to do anything. For some reason, though, there's a bug. The Huntsman, however, if you shoot an arrow and it hits around the top of their bounding box, for the top edge of their bounding box, for some reason it goes, huh, this did not hit them at all. However, due to this being a projectile weapon, it really should have hit them, because it's not hit scan where it can just bounce or miss, because hit scan can't miss. Pancakes and Nutella, I've never had that. Like, ooh, I'll have to give it a try at some point. But the Huntsman basically goes, that was supposed to hit them. And what it does is smacks the changes the arrow to hit the closest target it can. That being the head hitbox, where it's supposed to hit. Which is why you get a lot of weird ass kills where you hit someone's head without actually, doing so. Ooh. Tracking. What is... Oh, am I fixed? Yeah. So in a game like Marvel Rivals, for example, having a capsule hit collider would be inane because that alone would cause so many issues. For example, let's use Hawkeye, who already had insane hitboxes to begin with. Hawkeye had insane hitboxes to begin with, and people weren't really too happy with that, because I remember getting hit by a Hawkeye, and I'm like, how the hell did I even get hit by that? I really should not have gotten hit by that attack, but I did. What in the world? Also, I don't know how these Hawkeye players aim to begin with, because I've seen their kill cams. These people are something else, man. But yeah, in a game like that, yeah, the ult is very powerful too. The ult makes sense in how it works. But yeah, in a game like Marvel Rivals, a capsule collider like that would lead to bullshit kills where, for example, Hawkeye very clearly misses you but gets a headshot regardless because oh my gosh. Oh, is it because of how I'm rotated? Oh, it probably is. I didn't realize I was rotated like that. I'm gonna go back outside. Where basically, yeah. So, TLDR, capsule colliders are good for quick arcadey games, whereas more figure-accurate hitboxes are better for more fast or more not single player, but more smaller games where you'd have small team versus small team. So the actual accuracy works better. Again, because, you know, imagine having a capsule collider in Marvel Rivals. You play Black Widow, you shoot someone in the head, you hit them, you aim just a little bit to the left, fire again, hit them, despite the fact you didn't actually hit their body. It's inane. It's inane, ridiculous, and doesn't really mesh well, and people would complain about fixing the hitboxes. I meant to too. If I have to, I can and will guilt trip you into going to visit your friend. Yeah, VR chat loves breaking. What'd you say?
I don't laugh. Said what the fuck? Man, I just want pizza.
You want pizza? You can get pizza after you visit your friend who you said you visit multiple times and kept putting off.
5-minute adventure.
5-minute adventure.
5-minute adventure.
You kept putting. You know what? I will give you one more chance. I will give you one more chance to actually select a day to go. Or I will guilt trip you into going, or drag you there myself.
And then I'd like not to push, but like
Let's look at the 24th.
The 24th, so next Monday.
You have 13 minutes.
Plus or minus a day in case something comes up in like last minute.
Unless it is, quote unquote, life-threatening or fourth dimensional, it is the 24th. And I am holding you to this. Good. No more putting it off. Because I was really about to guilt trip you with it. It would have been very easy
to.
to.
Making this choice, it's easier this way.
I hate that I have to like corner you with guilt tripping to make you choose a day to visit your friend. Maybe I should have just guilt tripped you to begin with. I feel like I want to now because I had all this material ready to use. I swear they're saying meme room and not meeting room. Fucking accents.
I hear meat room.
Is that what you hear? I hear meme
I'm just
room.
hungry.
If you're hungry, go get food. I need to go take a trip to... You know what?
Hello, Ram. How are you?
I'm sorry, but she's adopted my habit of calling people by nicknames, it seems.
Just her.
Actually, I was gonna say...
What?
I just said hello.
People can say hi
Yeah,
without
usually
needing
people need
anything
or
from...
something.
I mean, I quote-unquote need something, but it's more of a checkup. How is the mana generator working for you? Is there any, like, issues with it? Is it not producing enough, or is it producing too much?
No, it's been fine.
Okay, good.
Little spikes of other stuff here and there, but
Just making sure. I don't want it to be, like, not producing enough for you to, you know, get by on. Cool. I was gonna say.
If you see Ash laying around somewhere, then
Look,
yeah,
that's
just
not...
leave it be.
That's not my problem. The ash is everyone else. The ash is whoever's cleaning's problem. That's not mine. I was gonna say, actually, I can do something in regards to what you were talking to me about earlier. I could just start doing investigations of my own.
Looking for someone?
Look for targets to hit. I mean, it's not like they'd be able to trace it back to me anyway.
Yes, but don't do it.
Cheese.
No. Let me explain. No, I say this because I want to at least give some people at Wanderers a chance to... Yeah.
Wait, give the people at Wanderers a chance.
Respond in kind. Respond in kind.
Oh, actually, here.
Alright, fine. I won't deal with the locations. I will say, you are not to pay me for this. This is not going to be free. I'm going to treat this like an actual job, because if I don't treat this like a job, then I'm actually going to be like, you know what, I'll just do it myself. And wipe the places off the... let's see here. We're doing spook work. This is investigation, so it's not target elimination nor capture.
Top room, far back.
Hey Blake, hey Greywarden, how y'all doing?
Hello. I'm doing good.
35,000 krill.
Krill?
Sorry. Wrong fucking realm. 35,000, whatever.
Credits?
You know what, actually, you know what, no, that shit's actually useless considering how little money actually means in this place. I don't know what a good equivalent would be.
You look pretty cool.
Spirit stones?
The hell are spirit stones?
It's what cultivators use.
Ah, right. You know what, no. Your help with forging something.
Not exactly a blacksmith, but sure.
Oh, I don't actually need you, I just need your water.
I feel like I should be insulted, but I'm not. Fine. As long as it's not like soul binding or anything, and then I've linked with enough shit between me and my brother.
Oh no, it's not soul binding, don't worry. I just need your water to make sure the final touches go well. Okay then, that shouldn't be too difficult. What are the exact full parameters of this? Time limit, people, lives, collateral damage.
No innocence. I don't want anyone who's not a combatant killed. Or anything like that.
Anyone who's not combatant. Define combatant.
Oh god. Okay, this is one of those days. Alright.
I told you I told you you're gonna have to actually pay me and make me treat this as a job, so we're gonna go through the whole,
That's fine. I'm
questions.
fine with that.
Go ahead, make your jokes, Atticus. I will give you crap for each one, but go ahead and make your jokes, Atticus.
Like 20 pizzas.
Okay, so by combatant, guards, soldiers, those are fine. Ones who are clearly combat capable but doing things like alchemy and the like, those are also.
I'm stealing a pizza box. Goodbye.
Okay, wait, come back. I heard about the Dragono thing, are you okay?
No.
It was a very stressful
We can
event
talk
for the
about it later.
sisters.
Go and enjoy your pizza with your girlfriend.
Go watch a movie as well or something.
Watch Kiki's Delivery Service, best movie ever. Anyway.
You refuse to deal with the consequences of your
yes,
actions.
Anyone who is clearly combat capable. Ideally of age, like adults. I don't want you to, like, hurt a child, period. You can knock them out or something if need be, but...
Okay, so no killing of anyone who's not in actual direct combat, then.
Pretty much.
Alright. I mean, with 7 cents, it shouldn't be too difficult to map things out.
How far do you want to go with this? You want to do wet work? You want to do scouting?
Again, I'm having you dictate the parameters of the mission. Anything that's not specified is something I will more than likely do. So if you don't don't specify, hey, no killing of these specific people, I'm probably gonna kill them if I go in there.
Okay. Eddie, if you see my sibling, I think you met him once.
I sent him flying.
No. Leave him.
Don't pull an Anakin. I'll have you know, child bombers hurt, man.
Knock him out or something.
I'll have you know, I've been stabbed plenty of times.
After previous conversation that we had, you know why.
Right.
but
You know what would have actually been easier? Hang on.
what? Don't make me sign a contract.
You're signing a contract. Don't worry. It's not actually magic or anything. Just gonna toss a ball to her. And it will transform into, surprisingly, paper that is very clearly made out of a wither construct. That should have everything actually written down. Obviously, you're not going to write on that.
My God, it's
You're going to
it's purple paper on purple ink.
The ink's darker. The quote-unquote ink is darker, don't worry. And if you need to, it does have bumps and shit, so you can read it that way. I was going to say, copy all that down to an actual piece of paperwork.
Can I do that later? Or is that I have to do that now thing?
You can do it later. All my constructs technically last forever. They don't need me to power them.
Okay. That'll be easier.
Just don't put it in any of your bags because then it'll just disperse.
No, it's just a non-magical bag I put it in, yes, but otherwise no.
Alright, good. Meantime, I might as well set up a...
Oh God, no! I just realized what's happened.
What?
Does this make me a politician? Please say no. Please say no. For the sake of my mental well-being, please say no.
It wouldn't exactly make you a politician, but it would make you a sect leader. Since I'm fairly certain all sect leaders have hired assassins in their time. Congratulations, at least you managed to get one who's very good at their job, and for pretty cheap. I only say cheap, I'm probably gonna wring you dry.
One question. That's fine, I literally don't spend my money.
Oh, I meant key-wise. Every last drop of water you have, I'm probably gonna need. That's not a joke.
You? Okay, listen, if that's the case, you're fucking keeping an eye on me while I recover and rest.
No, that's fine, I'll just throw you, throw you at Gaia. I'm sure that'll get her to shut up for a while.
Oh God, no, not Granny.
Just not... Whatever.
Alright, everyone, you can continue RP, but it is officially at soft close. Within an hour from now, it will be hard
Silence,
close.
bird.
So, enjoy your time.
You know, the funny thing is, there's this...
Anyway.
I can just turn on earmuffs to shut them up, I think. If I set up the settings right. Anyway, you're right. Don't worry. I'm probably gonna need every last drop of water, and even then it probably might not be enough. Knowing my fucking luck.
What the fuck are you going to make? Is it that sword you keep pulling out?
Yeah, it is. I recently found out exactly what it's going to cost to make the damn thing.
Do I want to know?
Well, we're talking bark from a world tree / tree of life or tree of death. That's just to be able to act as a casing for the damn thing. That's easy to get. That's from Gaia. We're gonna be talking a metric fuck ton of energy and heat just to smelt the damn thing to begin with. Luckily, I managed to upgrade the nether foundries.
Wait, are you gonna use my water to quench it?
If it works, it works. It better. If not, I'll consider cheated. It should work. And if it doesn't, I have
know what
plenty
to do then.
And if not, I have plenty of other water sources. But yeah, and remember, every last drop of water you can produce in that moment.
I can prepare for this. If that's what it's for, I can prepare for this.
It's gonna need to be done in the moment too.
I'm aware, and I'm not looking forward to it.
So I mean, you can't pre-prep the water, unfortunately.
Yes, I can. I found the way.
All right. Not only that.
You know how me and brother can take things in and out now?
How? Oh, isn't that convenient?
We just get a barrel, fill it up, drag it inside. It stays.
You're gonna need a lot more than just a barrel.
I didn't say I'd only do one. That's why I'm not looking forward to this.
Fair enough.
Do you have any idea how boring it is to just sit there like this while waiting for the barrels to fill?
Now consider it training.
The output's only so much.
consider it training then. You can work on your output and manipulation of it.
Don't want to train like that. That's boring.
A lot of training methods are boring. Stop being a child. I'm also going to need to pump the thing so full of my own key that I'm probably going to drop after it's done.
Yeah.
What else? I'm going to have to enchant it as well. Then immediately bring it to Gaia so I can get it blessed by her because she wants to do something with it. What else? Right, and I need to stick a nether star in it as well. That's very important. Nether star, then I'm gonna need... Well, first I have to stick a lot more souls into that thing. Assuming the fire's gonna be enough, but it probably won't. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna need a lot of stuff. Anyway, that'll be about it. So yeah, make sure you read that thing, transcribe into an actual paper, fill it out properly so I don't go outside of your mission parameters and be upset. Which, there is also a clause in that contract stating, you know, you can't be upset at me if I do something you did not specify. If it's unforeseen, that's,
I mean, that's
fair.
understandable.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me. I like to think I'm the chill one.
I've dealt with a lot of people before. Granted, most of my spook work was for
Fair.
the king and queen, but...
The only way I can imagine being upset with you is if you harm a child.
I might have to.
And I know you. You won't do lasting harm. You'll knock them out at worst. Or scare them enough that they'll pass out, one or the other.
You're hiring spook Greywarden. Not normal Greywarden. That means this is a job. So if that child is a threat, the threat must be eliminated. And then move on. So you might want to specify that in that contract.
Understood.
Again, I take jobs very seriously. Especially if I'm
Is there
being
a thing
paid
in the
to do.
contract to specify you coming to me before you make a decision like that? Even if it means giving up the opportunity, just letting me know beforehand.
If you want to specify that, sure. Technically, you can add as many blank pages to it as you want to write all that stuff down.
Okay.
Alright, take care.
Yeah.
You're next.
Again, I'm flexible with how I do this, but...
Alright, how did things go with the bat?
Talking about the thing that all four of us did? Or five?
Yes, where you went into her brain. Oh, you were there too? Oh, nice.
Who the fuck do you think was the one who brought it up first? The only reason the rest of the Classells were there is because the spark
I thought
plug...
you were just gonna be there.
I told her I was gonna help her with it. Obviously, I would go in.
I didn't know, that's all I'm saying. But anyway, I want to hear it from the cat's mouth.
Nah, not half an ocean. We're gonna do a full ocean. We're talking about a sword made with...
You don't have to
How
call me
did
a
things
cat.
go?
You are a cat.
You're an echo. You're by definition cat girl.
Okay, still.
But yeah, no, we're talking about
I
a
have
sword
feelings.
made out of the
I want to be called
bark
cat.
from a world tree, which...
the other one.
Would bird brain be better?
No, that's Zach's thing.
I don't know, you got the phoenix key.
It's gonna be a lot of them. Fire chicken.
I'm part Phoenix.
The red hot chili pepper?
I actually like that, not gonna lie.
I'm
That's
not
actually a
doing
good
that one
hot
then.
take. Anyway,
But, okay, yes.
it went... It was a giant roller coaster. I was trying to figure out getting some answers. I was trying to like stay close to Greywarden to see what I could learn from what he has picked up. My sisters, including Cora was more hot-headed than me. Karina was going through like the 7 deadly sins, and Akora was going on a tear fest because nobody knows what was going on.
Okay.
We tried to communicate one another. I had to help out Greywarden, pulled out one of the crystals because I was the only one who was able to help him out and do because of my key. Heck,
Okay.
he had
It
to
wasn't
lose
hard at
several
all.
limbs.
Yeah, limbs are just that, limbs.
You lost.
They're
Oh,
replaceable.
yeah, well, still you lost. You still lost a lot in the process.
Okay. I'll factor that in. Did you tell me you didn't give her brain damage?
Yeah. I was checking.
Lie to me if you have to.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I never lie to you. So yes, but not as hefty as the other two did.
There was potential brain damage.
What did you do that could cause brain damage, Cernia?
Fight a giant clock.
All I did.
Oh, giant clock lady.
Yeah, we fought a giant clock. I didn't want to pull shots, but Cora already did. Karina dragon warded, and I shot on the sky.
I lost. Technically, I lost 6 arms.
Wait, Karina did what?
Yeah, Karina was the one who dragon warded.
Cybernetic related or no? It's
Inside her brain.
Yes.
No one was sure of what the effects were. Everyone was trying to hold off until they actually had to act. After seeing the thing basically vanish both of my arms to the point where I couldn't actually replace them for some reason, mental fuckery, Karina decided it was safer to dragon roar the thing rather than get touched.
Jeez.
I did the least amount of like pulling a couple shots. I did not bother to use my other weapons because I didn't know how intrigued it would have been.
Don't worry. Annie was there monitoring her from the outside, so if there was any actual damage, Annie would have noticed.
Okay, so I gotta talk to Annie at some point to check up on her.
She's actually going to be passed out. The bat's going to be asleep for a while.
That's fine. I expected that.
I'm not saying you,
fucking hell. Okay.
Cheese, and I threw my damn pizza. I need a new one.
I don't know. Maybe birds like cheese. You never know.
You had one goal, girls. One goal, not to cause brain damage. And what do?
The goal was to find the source in the music box. Brain damage was optional.
What the fuck?
Besides, by that point,
none. Secondary objective.
And by that point, none of the sisters were really thinking that clearly. To be fair, like Matchstick said, Sparkplug was very hot-headed. Translator was losing it, and Office Worker, Ice Cube, I suppose she doesn't want to call it that, was getting very sad.
I don't like it when people leave.
I think I was like one of the more calm ones who were trying to like figure out the situation.
No, this is Jingles, by the way. He is adjusted.
Okay.
Hello. God damn it.
Drain
When
damage.
Karina's feeling better, I'll ask her about her side of things.
Last time I met with a jester, they kept
Fuck. Okay.
That being said, if anything bad has actually happened to the bat and anything does go wrong with her, it is all my fault.
Please don't steal my shit.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I'm the one who put a hole in her head. Well, hole in her mind.
I'll tell you once, if you steal my shit, I'll punch you off the airship.
You did what?
Don't look at that.
Put a hole in her mind. I pulled a sword out of the floor and put a hole in her brain.
So the thing is that it was 2 different options we could have done.
Copy. The priest is extra
If
holy.
we pull the sword, the memories for what she has will get wiped, but it will reset her emotions. But as well as the entity or the guardian, or actually not, the watcher.
There was this guy in there who wielded a giant sword. He was very fucking confusing with how he explained everything. Basically, what was happening was she had a box where she kept all her happy memories. Problem is, she wasn't able to access them, and this giant clock lady was apparently some sort of guard dog she made that got corrupted. We pull the sword out, all the happy memories go into her brain. He goes out, kills the clock lady. We don't, nothing changes. Or we kill him, pulling the sword out. You create a hole, all the happy memories go into the hole to go to the rest of the brain. So everything being reset.
Okay, that's a lot better than how you worded it.
To be fair, it's very confusing with how the fucker explained it.
Are you gonna cry?
The second option was that
I'm just disappointed.
we killed the watcher and the cycle continues.
And replace him with someone else.
It's happened.
There's someone else of Dragano's choosing.
Man.
Oh well.
It was very a confusing thought, and nobody was thinking straight. Me and Greywarden, we were trying to understand what the Watcher was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a memory.
Well, it sounds like you guys did the best you could, so I'm not actually upset.
It was a mess. Emotions were high. The siblings started not having fun conversations. And then, you know.
I'm definitely going to need to make sure I teach Karina the idea of restraint.
I'll be real.
But either way,
kind of are like.
She's fine.
You tread the line. You don't got much room to talk.
Karina's fine. She made a choice in the moment. She wasn't aware of what it would do to Dragono and herself. Same with the spark plug.
I understand, but I understand. What did she do? Hold on a second. I just finished talking with her about that. What did she do?
Yeah, hit the clock lady with lightning and electrify the entire area. Somehow. All she did was hit the lady with lightning, and then the entire floor electrocuted. Got a ice cube as well.
She can do that with her bow. Never mind. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, got the ice cube as well with that somehow.
Seems
which is a
fine.
shame.
That seems like a thing you couldn't really predict.
No, it wasn't.
What's up?
Recommend you check over Dragono's brain, do a brain scan on her, make sure nothing got
Again,
either cooked.
Annie's
or
doing that.
anything.
She was watching the whole time while we were in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, if anything
Yeah,
is broken,
we
it's definitely my fault.
Yeah, we did talk to Annie. They said that the moment that Dragono wakes up, they're gonna give us a call.
If I find out he's dead, if I find out he's dead, I'm gonna put
Okay. Okay, I can work with that.
I can also imagine the siblings are all not feeling the best after it too, especially with the whole box of happy memories bit.
Cora said stuff to me, and I wouldn't keep that confident right now.
That's fair.
No, I'll let you know.
Okay. I'm gonna go raid Narima and probably a bunch of sect locations.
Cora. Oh, if you're going to Narima, here.
I'm not visiting your friend for you.
Omega is. Omega kind of went.
Different friend?
He got reduced to
Okay.
a core.
Okay. Just hand him the note. It's the one that can turn into the duck with the thick glasses.
The arms dealer?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Fair enough.
be careful with him.
Might as well
Still we're trying to figure out a way
pick
to
up some
get
new
him back
equipment
into
while I'm there too. Probably not.
Until then, just don't
Probably wouldn't have enough of the gear I need.
He's eager for deals, man. So if you want to buy something,
I will kill the person.
tell him I sent you, and he'll give you a good one.
I'll think about it. See ya.
Okay.
Bye.
I don't know what you can really do.
Here's the thing. Gray is very, very fast. Yes, Janet top speed is quick. Fair. But Gray is extremely fast. There's a reason why when I do Soru, there's a reason Dust is kicked up and he just flat out vanishes. He moves very quick. The problem with that, however... Oof.
He just was like,
The problem with... What the fuck is this? Oh, speed setting. Oh, the speed settings there. Cool.
when you guys went down? No, not
The problem with that is Gray's acceleration and max top speed are very fast, but you know when you're at that speed, you can't exactly, dodge. Anyway, here's what I'm gonna do. I know I said I was gonna do LobCorp, but you know what I could do instead? Raid Sammy. Because, yeah, why not? Is she still in there? Anyway. My feet. Eek. Go to Sammy, call her a nerd, have fun. Alright, that's it. Goodbye.